This is the AcroBee Beebrain brushless, and it's freaking awesome. I love these little guys. I didn't actually get them with the intention of doing a hardcore review on them, but I've spent the last few months now just hammering on them every day, and I friggin' love them. And I feel like there's a space for a review by somebody like me who's just a normal average Joe. We've had reviews by guys who are pro pilots and hardcore into the technical specs and all of those things, and you can check them out on YouTube. You'll find them. They're valuable, and there's a lot of info in there that I looked at as well. But there's some sort of intangibles that until you've really played with this guy, you might not realize why it's so awesome compared to some other whoops and why it's my favorite. The first thing is the ruggedity. Now you might notice this guy's got a little hot glue on the frame because it's damaged. That is has been pounded on day in, day out. I've got packs and packs of batteries and I just go for it. It's full send every time, and that's what I love about whoops. If I flew even my 2-inch micros the way that I fly these guys, I would be breaking expensive stuff all the time. But with this guy, maybe I break a frame every now and then by, power flipping full throttle into concrete. I haven't broken a motor yet, and the props are easy to replace and cheap, and even the props, these tri-blades in specific, the Azzies, are excellent and durable. I'm very fond of them. I've got the quads on there. I'm trying those out today, which look nice. This guy I'm running the 20,000 kV motors on, which I'm very, very fond of. I really like the combo of the 20,000 kVs and these tri-blade Azzies. Obviously, the first major thing that I think is so great about this guy is the 100 milliwatt VTX. Because of its power, you can fly it outdoors, and because it's so quiet, you can fly it absolutely anywhere. I mean, that's most whoops, right? But that's what I love about whoops, is that you can fly them anywhere. And the addition of the 100 milliwatt VTX, as well as the really nice B-Receiver, which has great range for a whoop receiver, it's really spot on. This means I can just have it in my bag, I can take it out wherever I am, and I can fly it and have a good time. I have a pretty busy life with kids and work and everything, so this is what allows me to fly daily, because I can grab a 15-minute flight before work, or drop the kids at school, go grab a flight, get to work, or in my lunch break. You can't do that without other quads necessarily. Now, one thing about the AcroBee that I found, it is of course really battery hungry. This guy can swallow a battery in no time, but the answer to that problem is these Nitro Nectar Golds. These are the 300 milliamp ones. There are very, very few things in this hobby that I have found that live up to the hype like these guys do. I was having issues of pulling out of dives or power loops and tapping the ground due to battery sag. Once I got these, no more problems like this. So I get 1 to 2 minutes flight time. It depends, how I'm flying. I can swallow it really quickly if I want to, but I'm flying almost always outdoors and often fighting wind and that kind of thing. So that battery life is good enough for me. I should probably say that I feel like this is a bit of a biased review, and I'll tell you exactly why. NewBeeDrone makes, in my opinion, the best quality stuff that you can get in the whoop scene, and it's not necessarily, and it definitely isn't, the cheapest, but the quality is spot on. And the reason I feel biased about this is because if you join their Facebook group, the NewBeeDrone Hive, or just sort of are involved in the whoop scene online at all, after a little while you start to feel like you actually know the guys, because you have contact to the people behind the scenes who are actually making these things. Their support is incredible. So when I'm flying these things, I'm flying something that I feel like a guy that I know made, and that is amazing. You just go have a look at the Facebook group and you'll see the actual people, the actual employees answering questions about the drones and people with customer support issues, and it's excellent. They're involved, they listen to the community, and they try and adapt and make things better all the time, and they're just a bunch of fun people by the looks of things. So NewBeeDrone for the win. I'm a massive fan, so maybe slightly biased, but I think that this is an incredible product. I love it to bits. The flight controller on these guys is what makes them special, right? It's a 2S capable. I've been running these on 1S all the time. However, I've run this flight controller. I use it with 1202 7 or 8000 kV motors on 2.5-inch props for a different kind of lightweight build, and it's magic for that as well. So the flight controller itself is also very cool if you want to use it for other things, and you can buy the Beebrain brushless on its own, and it's got that integrated 100 milliwatt VTX, and then with the B-Seaver there, it's a great little, it's just like ready to go. You know, you can pop that on a frame and some motors, and off you go with a kind of toothpick style or whatever you want to call your micro builds. The other thing that's not specific to this Acrobee, but it's a whoop thing, right? And it's part of the joy of these, is that they are completely safe. Unless you count getting people's hair tangled in the props, you just can't injure anybody. So I have a great time playing with these with my kids, and that means that they can come to the park and play, and as long as there's no other kids in the way, I can fly around and have fun at the same time, which means we all get to just enjoy a bit of the outdoors, which is awesome. That's about it. I can't really think of anything else to say. I actually came here to fly this morning, and I was just inspired that I needed to share why I dig this thing so much. So I'm going to go and do that flying. Thanks for watching.